In the heart of a dense forest, high above the ground, a pair of owl parents prepare for the most delicate stage of life. Their eggs rest quietly in the nest, while both the mother and father owl take turns protecting and incubating them. But nature is never calm for long. A sudden storm begins to rise. The sky darkens. Winds start to scream through the trees. Rain pours heavily over the forest, turning peace into chaos. The mother owl spreads her wings over the nest, forming a living shield against the storm, while the father watches closely, fighting against the wind just to stay near. Suddenly, the structure weakens. The nest collapses under the force of rain and wind. Yet, even in this collapse, nature shows its strange mercy. The eggs survive, resting on the wet ground beneath the broken nest. Without hesitation, both parents rush down. They stand over their eggs, not as hunters, not as victims, but as protectors. With patience and determination, they start rebuilding, one twig at a time, reconstructing what was lost. But the forest is never truly safe. From the shadows of the ground, a cobra appears, silent, watching. Its eyes lock onto the eggs left in the nest. Danger returns, quietly and suddenly. The father owl notices first. Without hesitation, he attacks. A fierce defensive strike erupts in the air, forcing the cobra back into retreat. The forest echoes with tension as predator meets protector. And this time, the guardian wins. The cobra escapes into the darkness of the forest. And once again, silence returns. 3 eggs remain safe, and hope still survives. As the storm finally fades and silence returns to the forest, the owl parents begin to rebuild what was lost. Carefully, one by one, they lift the fallen eggs and place them back into a newly formed nest above the ground. Together, they rebuild their home from broken twigs and scattered pieces, not with speed, but with patience and instinct. And in that moment, something powerful is revealed. Only 1 egg was lost, but 3 still remain. And within those remaining eggs, hope is still alive. From that day forward, life settles into a new rhythm. Day and night continue to pass. Time moves forward quietly in the forest. The mother owl never leaves the nest. She becomes the protector, the constant guardian, keeping the eggs warm, safe, and alive through every moment. While the father owl becomes the provider. He travels through the forest, searching, hunting, and bringing food back to sustain the family. A silent partnership is formed, not spoken, but deeply understood. One protects life, the other supports it. This is the balance of nature. Days turn into nights, and nights turn into days as the forest slowly carries them forward. 40 days pass, and within that time, something miraculous is prepared in silence. The mother never leaves her duty. She stays with patience that only nature can teach. and the father never stops providing, returning again and again with food, with care, with responsibility. This is not just survival, this is devotion written by nature itself. Because in the wild, life is not guaranteed, it is protected. And when both roles come together, protector and provider, nature gives its greatest gift. As the days slowly pass, the forest continues its endless rhythm of life. The owl parents begin to understand something important. Not all protection means constant presence, and so they sometimes leave the nest, briefly, to teach survival through absence. But in nature, absence can also invite danger. High above the forest canopy, a predator begins to watch. An eagle, silent, patient, and precise. From a distance, it observes the nest, waiting for the right moment. Inside the nest, the young owlets are now newly hatched, small, vulnerable, and unaware of the dangers above them. They chirp softly, calling for protection that is not there. The forest feels different now, not peaceful, but uncertain. And then, in a sudden moment of precision, the eagle strikes. Chaos fills the nest. The young owlets react in fear, their first instinct to survival, but they are still too young to understand it. In that critical moment, nature tests everything. But then, something changes. The mother owl returns, not as a bird, but as a force of protection. Without hesitation, she attacks, strong, focused, unstoppable. She drives the eagle away from the nest with fearless defense, forcing it to retreat back into the forest sky. The balance shifts, danger leaves, silence returns, and the nest is safe again. Because in nature, strength is not always in size. Sometimes it is in love, in instinct, and in protection. The mother gently returns to her babies, gathering them back under her wings, while the father arrives shortly after, carrying food, continuing his role as provider. And together, they restore what was nearly lost. Time continues to move forward. Nearly 90 days pass, and slowly the helpless chicks grow. Feathers develop, strength builds, and fear turns into awareness, until finally they are no longer just hatchlings. They become young owls, ready to take their first flight. And one by one, they rise into the sky.
The visuals in this video are supported by AI technology and created to raise awareness for animal welfare and environmental protection.